Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. I am Apurva, student of MBA studying at Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Management Studies. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic of operation and supply chain management, that is aggregate production planning. But before we start, let me ask you a question. How do companies make sure that they have the right amount of products at the right time without overproducing or running out of the stock? The answer is APP, that is Aggregate Production Planning. Now, what is APP? That is, what is Aggregate Production Planning? APP is a planning process used by manufacturing and service companies to determine how much to produce, when to produce, and how to use resources effectively over a medium term horizon, typically 3 months to 1.5 years. It deals with the overall production level, not individual items, hence, the term aggregate is used. For example, a car manufacturer might plan to produce 10,000 vehicles per month and planning to each model separately. Next, why APP is important. Imagine a company that makes ice cream. Demand is high in summer and low in winter. If they produce same amount all the year, they will run into problems. Too much inventory in winter, that will cause the storage cost. Not enough in summer, that will the low sales. So, APP helps balance this by forecasting the demand and adjusting the production, workflows, and inventory accordingly. Now, the goals of APP: meet customer demand on time, minimizing the cost, that is, the cost of production, labor cost, inventory cost, and the back orders. Use of resources effectively, that is, the use of machinery, labor, and materials. Stabilize the employment level, coordination with the long term strategies, plans. Now, let's see the key features of APP. The time horizon is 3 months to 18 months. Planning level is aggregate, म्हणजे group of similar products or overall production. Purpose is balance demand and capacity while minimizing the cost. Now next, objectives of OPP. The first objective is match supply with a forecasted demand. Second, minimize the cost like the labor cost, inventory cost, and overtime. Efficient use of resources. Next is maintain stable workforce and production levels. And the last one is ensure time produced availability. Now let's see some inputs to APP. The first one is to create a good aggregate plan. The company needs demand forecast, how much customer are expected to buy. Next is production capacity, how much can be produced with the current resources. Inventory level, how much stock is ready to available. Labor availability and a cost data, that is the holding inventory, hiring, firing, and overtime, etc. Now, the planning strategies. There are three main ways where companies approaches the aggregate production planning. Let's see the first one, that is the stage strategy. Chase strategy means production matches demand with each period and workforce or hours are adjusted as needed. Example, hiring season workers in summer. So what are the pros and the cons in this? The pros is low inventory, cause high hiring and cost, and enable the workforce. The next is level strategy. Production as at a constant rate, use our inventory to observe the demand changes. Example, make a 5,000 units of each every month, even the demand is varies. Now the pros and the cons. Pros is stable production and workforce, but the cons, high inventory cost or the risk of shortage. Now the last one is hybrid strategy, that is a mix of chase and the level strategy, which is adjusted the workflow slightly, use inventory when needed, tries to balance the cost and the flexibility. Now the most important is the method of aggregate production plans. To make these plans, companies using the following method. The first one is graphic method, which uses the visual charts to test the different options. Then spreadsheet models, Excel based on the cost calculations. And the third one is linear programming, that is the mathematical optimization. And the fourth one is stimulation model to test what if scenarios. Now we will see the one real life example of APP. A toy company sees a high demand before the holidays. So using APP, the forecast of demand from October to December, which increase the production in advance, hire temporary workers, build up the inventory before the peak season. This avoids delay and keep customer happy. Now let's see the last one, but it is the last one, but the important one, which includes a good aggregate plans results in where the low cost, better resource utilization, stable operation, and satisfy customer, which creates the smooth production flow. Thank you for listening.